What y'all talking about?
The Browns fired our head coach.
Oh.
So.
Hey guys.
We're both pretty excited right now.
Okay, well, turn it off.
Can't cut everybody in. We still waiting on everybody to jump on.
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday after Christmas. Wait till some more people hop on.
Sorry, it took us. We were 5 minutes late. Our
Yeah.
browser was giving us some issues, so we had to get that worked out. So, sorry about that.
Having some technical difficulties over here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we'll wait a couple minutes, let some more people jump on, because we always have to end up repeating ourselves. Like every time you do a live, you gotta end up repeating yourself at the beginning. So we'll let a few more people jump on since we're late. Hey, happy Sunday. The day that we saw this. Happy Sunday. Y'all gotta go back to work tomorrow? Or y'all got another week off? I would be really sad if I had to go back to work tomorrow. Like really, really sad.
I got a few more days. I ain't got as much as you, but
I got the same amount you got.
You ain't back to work on Thursday.
Yes, I am. Why you keep saying that?
Oh, because you're not going back into the office.
Working from home. I feel you, girl. I got to go back on Thursday, and I'm working from home Thursday and Friday. But I'm off until then. Hospital never closes here.
I used to be about that life.
Oh, yeah, you did work at the hospital.
No holidays. No such thing as a holiday. You got double pay for a time and a half if you work the holidays, I should say, but there's no such thing as closing the office down.
Hey, Stephanie.
Off on Wednesday. Everybody should be off on New Year's Day.
Nothing wrong with that. Every other day off this week. Hey, that's better than every other week, okay? So I feel like that's better than every other week. So enjoy it. You want to start it?
Yeah, you can start it.
All right, what is the same phase?
This damn cut on my lip.
Oh my God. Y'all should.
You're just gonna laugh? That's how you feel?
You should have put a picture up. Y'all should have seen his lips last week. Oh my God. They swelled up for some reason. We still don't know why. And they were like huge, huge, huge. He didn't want to vlog.
I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want to be seen. So
I wanted him. I was like, you should vlog. And he did not want to vlog, y'all. His lips were huge. I'll show y'all a picture one day.
Yeah, I think I had an allergic reaction to something. I've never been allergic to anything in my 36 years on Earth. So I'm still trying to figure out what the heck caused that. But you can't see. Thank God I can't. But I got probably 8 little cuts on my bottom lip and 3 big cuts on my top lips because my lips have swole so big and dried out. So now they're recovering and they're really, really damaged. It hurts a lot.
He had to get a shot in his butt.
I'm happy you think that's funny.
I did. I really did. I thought it was hilarious. He had to get a shot in his butt. It was so funny. I wasn't there, but he called me and told me. I was at work, and he called me and told me.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what me and her were literally just talking about when we first got on here. Me and my cousin, who I go to the Browns game with season ticket holders. So obviously, you may see me looking at my phone a few times throughout this live because it's pretty much the talk of the evening right now is that the Browns fired Freddie. So another year, another coach. Unfortunately, the life of a Browns fan.
All right, let's get into some of these questions. And if you guys have any questions for us, just feel free to comment. That's fine.
I thought we was gonna talk about our goals first.
Oh, you want to talk about goals first? Okay. So
wrapping up 2019.
Yes, wrapping up 2019, going into 2020. 2020 is like here, y'all. It's in a couple of days. I can't believe it at all. Like this year has just flown by. But if you guys were following us, at the end of 2018, start of 2019, we did do a video where we talked about our goals. I think it was during Vlogmas last year. Oh, how did y'all like the Vlogmas? Did you enjoy it this year? I know we missed a couple of days. I think we only missed 3.
We left y'all hanging with the Merry Christmas.
We were supposed to tell y'all Merry Christmas on Christmas Day, but look at Mara.
I won 1 game. 2 games now.
But yeah, so we at the end of 2018, like during Vlog, what was I saying? No, did y'all enjoy Vlogmas? Yeah, let us know what you guys thought about Vlogmas. I don't know if we're gonna switch it up next year, if we're gonna do it again. Vlogmas is just a whole lot of work. Like it's a lot of work. 25 videos in a row, and we missed 3 videos, so we did pretty good. But I think Christmas Day made 4 videos. We missed, but so we did pretty good, but it's a lot of work. So just let us know what you guys think, if you like it, do you like the daily content.
You don't get daily content, so
I'm not talking about on a regular, I'm talking about for Vlogmas. Yeah, we're too busy to do daily content. I don't know if y'all get some of y'all friends to watch. I quit my job, and then maybe you get some daily content. But until that happens, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. So
it was supposed to be the Browns. I thought it was supposed to be our year too. I think that every year though.
I was gonna say it says that every year.
But this was really supposed to be our year. It wasn't like
an every year.
No, I said, but this time you've never seen me as excited about the Browns as I was excited this year. You can't be honest. In the 11 years we've been together, you've never seen me this excited for the Browns.
That dissipated quickly.
Whatever.
So anyway, getting back into goals. So for 2019, we did have several goals that we set for 2019. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the money goals we definitely did not hit. And that's okay. Like I feel like you have to allow yourself forgiveness. I think some people get so like locked in once they look at those goals at the end of the year, or even in the middle of the year, and they're not even close, and they're just like, oh my God, I'm not going to do it. I give up. So I think you have to just readjust your goals and yourself to, I don't know, to get it done the next year. Don't just give up on it. So if you didn't hit your goals, we didn't hit ours either. And what was I say?
No, I was going to say, I mean, that's kind of what it was. We had a goal. We are say like most families, we got 2 cars. We just a little transparency. We lease a car and we're paying a car at all. One of our goals was to pay a car off. We fell very short of that.
Yeah, we didn't even get close, y'all. And I don't know what happened. I think we just stopped.
Well, what actually happened was we had something came up in our marriage in the middle of the year. And we changed courses as far as what we wanted to do with some extra money.
Okay.
When we sat down, talked about
credit card debt. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. I think we'll talk about that in another video too. But yeah, so we had a plan to pay off the car. That didn't happen. I think we still have $5,000 left?
Yeah, about $5,000.
Something like that. So we still need to pay off our car. And that is definitely one of our goals for this year that we are going to hit this year. If we like buckle down, it's really not hard to pay off $5,000. Like if we really buckle down.
And we're still ahead of the game with that. That car wasn't supposed to be, it was a 5.5-year loan. And we only 3 years into it. So it'll be done before we even had to pay it off 2 years before it was supposed to be paid off. So we're still doing good with that.
That beer stinks.
Our blue moon. It's my blue moon.
It smells awful.
This coming from a person who eat Cheerios. Stinking ass Cheerios every day.
Whatever.
Them Cheerios smell like butt.
Anyway. So yeah, so we missed that goal, and then we also missed off, like we wanted to pay off all of our consumer credit card debt, and that didn't happen, child. That didn't happen either. We paid off some of it, but yeah. Just didn't happen. So those are two things that we're definitely going to be working on for 2020. But we have to also put into perspective. Can you tell them the business?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna call you right back. What's going on? Hello? What's up, man?
Why don't you just call you right back?
Yeah, give me like 25 minutes.
So, as I was saying, we're gonna try to pay off our credit card debt, but we also have to remember some of the other things that we have coming up this year. Like you guys know, we have a baby on the way. So baby will probably be here into April. Beginning of May, obviously sometime around there. We have a trip coming up. My friend's getting married in the Dominican Republic. So that's coming up in October. And so we need to start looking at tickets and pay that off. What else?
I think that's really it.
Are those it?
We ain't got a lot going on.
I guess it's not that much then.
Just getting another kindergartner ready for school.
Yeah. We'll have another school-age kid. I guess that brings latchkey costs.
Yeah, the cost of 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, more latchkey costs, double the latchkey costs. So, I mean, just little stuff like that we know we have coming up that we're kind of adding into the plans.
Biggest thing is going to be paying off credit card debt. 2020 is going to be all about getting all that credit card debt out the window and keeping it out the window.
And we're starting off with doing a January no spend challenge. So if you guys, first of all, nobody roll their eyes. Nobody roll their eyes. Okay. I know Stephanie rolling her eyes right now. Nobody roll their eyes. We're going to do a January no spend challenge. And basically, we're not going to buy or purchase anything extra in January. So clearly, we're going to have to buy groceries. We're going to have to pay our bills. We're going to have to, like Morgan latchkey costs, we're going to have to pay stuff like that. But anything like no clothes, no shoes, no makeup, no, that's what I'm going to do. Whatever. No clothes, no shoes, no nothing like makeup. Like I will be, so for the girl's birthday every year now, I take them to go get their hair and their nails and their toes done. And so Morgan will be 6 on the 16th of January. And so I'm going to take her to get her hair and her nails done. And he has to get his hair cut. And I'm also going to get my nails done throughout the month of January. But those are the only like extra costs that we plan on spending. So we are going to do a January no spend challenge. If you guys want to join, then you definitely should let us know. And I plan on updating you guys, of course, on YouTube and then also on Instagram as well. So we can kind of talk about it. And I really want to see how much money we can save. So
who's going to have the most difficult time with the most? Oh, CC. Either.
He always say me, but that means no alcohol.
That means no alcohol. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Whatever.
This is not hard for me. I don't buy anything. This is not hard for me.
That's what he said.
I don't buy anything. This is not hard for me.
Anyway. So that's what we're going to do starting January 1st. I even have a gift card I'm not even going to spend. I'm that committed. I have a Sephora gift card that I am not going to spend. And that ain't even coming out of our money because that's just money already spent. But I'm not even going to spend that. So we're also not going to do any fast food. And we're going to, cook at home. And then I think we said one time a week we'll go out, if we want to go out to eat or get some fast food, it's one or the other. Then we'll do that one time.
I didn't even know we did. When did we say that?
Oh, well, we don't have to.
I didn't know we said that.
We don't have to.
I'm going back to my pescatarian life.
I just need you to help me cook.
January 31st. I'm going back to pescatarian on January 31st. So
unfollow Trend Mood. I know. She's the devil, the absolute devil. But yeah.
That's
so
another thing that makes you go buy things.
It's just an Instagram account. You talk about all the new makeup coming out, basically. But yeah, so that's what we plan on doing for January. So again, if you guys want to join, we're gonna be updating you guys on Instagram. Update us with how you're doing on your no spend challenge, and we'd love to hear it. So that's
what's the easiest way not to spend money? I'll give you some insight.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to give you a way how to
I don't need no insight. I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Just not jump on and randomly search things on the internet.
I got it.
You'll probably do really well at this.
I got it.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Anyway.
So
I wanted to show you guys this too, because I also found this savings challenge, and it's a good way to save $2,020 for the year. And we're going to actually do this saving challenge on top of our regular savings. And you guys, there will be like a budget book flip through and a budget flip through for 2020. What are you doing?
No, you talking. Go ahead. You talking.
There will be a budget flip through for 2020 coming up really soon. I'm just trying to still get our budget book together. But I found this $2,020 savings challenge for 2020. And every single week you save $38.84. So it's just a steady $38.84 every single week. And then on the very last week, week 52, you save $39.16. So an extra, not even dollar, extra like 60 cents. And then that will get you $2,020 in savings. So I thought that was a good one. I like that one better than the 52-week money challenge. One, because you save more money. And then two, because it's a steady amount of money every single week. So every single week, every single Friday, I'm going to just transfer $38.84 into our savings account on top of what we normally save. And so that's going to be an extra $2,020. Do we have any savings account goals? We haven't, to be honest, y'all, we haven't sat down and talked about our goals yet. We just been trying to like recover from Christmas and everything. So we haven't even sat down and talked about our 2020 goals yet. We're going to do it within the next couple of days, but this is just some stuff that I know we're going to do. Do we have any savings account goals?
No.
Do you want any?
Yeah, man, I was just, I've been saving.
Okay, how much do you want to have in the savings account at the end of the year? So I'm asking.
I don't know. Would like to continue to, I don't want to put a number out there so everybody knows, but I mean, it's a kind of along the same trends where we've been at. So, in our years past on saving. So, we'll talk about it.
So, yeah, those are some of our goals. As far as relationship goals, what do you think about that?
We were supposed to, we were doing pretty good all the way up until about September when we found out we were having a baby. We did the one new experience every month, which I think I killed. Honestly, I think I killed it. Okay. You don't think I didn't kill it?
You did all right. But that was fun. That was fun too, doing like a new experience every single month. We did that up until September, like you said. And then when we got pregnant, I don't know, things just kind of fell by the wayside. So that's another thing that I would definitely like to do. I think that was a lot of fun. Even if it's just a new restaurant, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So I would definitely encourage you to try that. Like whether you're a couple or single or whatever, one new experience a month, it was just a lot of fun.
Yep.
So
we were supposed to pray more together, which we fell short on. What was another thing we were supposed to do as a couple this year? Weight loss. Which we accomplished. Yeah, the weight loss, he definitely accomplished. I was definitely on the way, and I was probably going to hit it, but then I got pregnant, and so it was like, obviously. Once we came back from Cabo, I pretty much fell off the wayside too. I did lose 30 pounds. I got all the way down from 260 to about 228. I think was my last final number. Don't ask me where I'm at now. But I plan on getting back down to that my weight. I enjoyed being at that weight. So,
and I was like 14 pounds down, and I had like 6 more pounds to go to hit my goal, which I know I would have hit, but I got pregnant. So it is what it is. I've only gained actually 1.5 pounds since I've gotten pregnant. So yeah, I've gained like 1.5 pounds in 22 weeks as of yesterday. So we're almost we're more than halfway there. And yeah, so that's been that. Keep you in my can't say no to new makeup. I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna buy any more makeup. Not in January, at least.
She's gonna wait. She's gonna just put it all in a cart because we recently had a talk and I learned how she shops, which I don't understand. But anyway, she's gonna put it all in the cart and come February 1 at 12:01 a.m. She's gonna hit buy on everything.
Whatever. No, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
Family, hey, love you back. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. stay off the promotions and sales that come on your phone. It'd be harder because they be emailing them every day, man. I'm telling you.
Every day. That's her logic for buying stuff. It's like, it was on sale. It was on sale. That don't mean you gotta buy it.
Be saving us money.
You're not saving. We've had this discussion for 11 years.
I was gonna buy it anyway.
You're not saving us money. You're spending money.
I am if I was gonna buy it anyway. Oh, so you did the 52-week money challenge? Try the 2020 money challenge. Gain some more weight close to the baby boy?
No, I'm not. No, I am not.
You sure?
I'm positive. I am going. I'm about to drop all this weight. I got to get lean for this little man. Get ready to be chasing around another little person around this house and keeping up with him. This house is a lot more open than the last time I had children. So it's a lot more stuff for you to get into.
Baby proof really well. Like once he turns like 6 months or whatever, 7 months, we gotta make sure we like baby proof really well. Our houses before when we had small, well, it was only one. When they were small. But when they were small, it was only one house.
Yeah.
And so we had to like it was easy to baby proof. There wasn't much they could do, and it was like an older house, so it was closed spaces. You know, it was a defined dining room, a defined living room. So it was a doorway, so it was easy like to block it off. But here, it's not like that. So we're going to have to really baby proof really well because this is not a baby house, okay? This is definitely not a baby house. So we have to make it into a baby house.
So yeah, I plan on hitting the gym sometime here soon and come tomorrow will probably be my last day consuming any kind of meat. I'm going back to pescatarian. Started in
we got 2 more of them every plate meal, so you better. Is our refrigerator open?
I don't think so. It would be beeping if it was.
Oh, it looks open.
It'd be beeping if it was open.
You sure? Go push it.
Oh my god!
It looks open. So yeah, those are our. Do we have any more goals? Told you.
It wasn't open.
It was
enough.
open.
It wasn't open enough. It would have been beeping.
So do we have any more goals? I think those are pretty much
our personal goals. I think we hit our. I did my miss on my goal of converting my store. I think you changed jobs. What you wanted to do?
Oh yeah, I did hit my goal. My personal goal was to I guess level up in my career, move to the next level, and I was able to do that. I did that in February actually, so I did that pretty quickly. And this year, as far as my career goes, I don't know if I really have any this year. I think I just want to just make sure to continue to get better and hone my skills. I don't think I really have. I think I'm good with my job right now, especially taking 4 months off for maternity leave and all of that. I think I'm just ready to chill this year, which I don't think I've ever said in life.
We'll see how long that lasts for.
I don't think I've ever said that. Like I'm always like, I need to move on to the next thing. And now I'm like, no, I think I'm good where I am, especially having this baby. So, I mean, as the year moves on, we'll see how I feel. But right now, that's just kind of how I feel. So those are any personal goals as far as like weight loss and stuff. I'm not going to try to be, I'm not going to try to be super strict with the weight loss or anything. Obviously, I'm having a baby in the middle of the year. So I'm going to hopefully not gain too much weight having the baby. And then after the baby, I'll try to really work hard because, like I said, we're going to the Dominican Republic in October. So I don't want to just look a mess in the DR. So, yeah. YouTube goals. No. We didn't answer that. So, okay. We had YouTube goals last year. I did for my personal channel, and then we did for this channel as well. And I just feel like I don't know. It's hard to put a number on YouTube goals because you just never know the way the algorithm is going to work. You don't know how your channel is going to grow. So it sucks. So instead of putting numbers on it this year, I think as far as YouTube goals go, my goal is just going to make sure that I'm consistent throughout the year. And then I also, which I'll talk about this in an upcoming video on my main channel. I think that video is going to come out tomorrow, but I'm just going to talk about kind of some of the things that I'm switching up on my main channel. So I feel like on my main channel, especially, I do the same, like, I'm doing makeup videos. And those are cool. I love makeup videos. Y'all know that. But I sometimes get kind of bored with it. And so I just want to add some new things to that channel. So I'll be adding some new things to that channel. And this channel, we just want to get more consistent and just keep growing, We have fun doing this. It's fun to look back on the videos that we post and see our kids at 2 years old and 1 year old. Like, our parents don't have stuff like that. And we could look back on these old videos and see our kids. So we have fun doing this. Obviously, it would be nice if our channel blew up like some of these other YouTube families. But until it does, we'll just keep posting. I would like to move to 4 videos a week. We do 3 now. You see how he's not looking at me? He said he gonna do Sundays and Tuesdays.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
He said he would edit Sundays and Tuesdays.
I did not
videos,
say that.
And then I'll do Thursday and one other day. That's the plan.
That's your. I did not say that. I have not said that.
That's what I'm trying to talk him into. So talk him into it, y'all, and then we can have 1 extra day of content. I really want to post 4 times a week, but I can't. There's no way I could post 4 to 5 times a week on my other channel and then edit 3 videos on this channel here. Like, that's just impossible with work and stuff. So if y'all tell him he needs to edit 2 videos a week, it's really not hard.
It's not hard.
Do it.
Let me talk to my YouTube people. It's not hard. I enjoy all of y'all. I do. My job can be stressful at times. So my time when I'm free, I try to use it to decompress, which she is trying to consume me with. Use YouTube in that light. So I'm still thinking. I have not said no. I just tell her.
Well, the new year is here.
Okay. Well, it might not come January 1. You need to lighten up, homie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tell him that he needs to edit 2 videos a week. If he edits 2 videos a week, we can get y'all 4 videos every single week.
Let's move on.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay. So, you want to write a question?
Oh, I was trying to see if we got any comments.
Oh. So, Vanessa, all she hears is blah, blah, blah from you. Just edit 2 videos a week. That's all we asking. I won't have to ask you no more.
Oh, my God.
I don't understand the question. Sorry.
All right. So, first question. It says,
What's your shirt say?
Oh.
Oh, I bought you that shirt, didn't I?
Yes.
For Father's Day.
Thank you. So first question is, how did you and your partner end up on the same page as far as having joint accounts and saving money together? Like, where do I start?
Ooh, child. Okay. How did we start?
We was both broke.
Yeah.
That's how we started.
We were both poor. And so we decided that it was probably best. I mean, we were getting married anyway, so we both had like separate accounts. And then we got married in 2012. So like probably summer of 2012 is when we went and we were like, well, we're about to get married anyway. And we went and got a joint bank account, and all of the money just started going into that bank account. And that was that. It's not like, let me tell you. So we were young. Neither of us had any. Well, I was young. I don't know what you. Okay, so we were young. Neither of us had anything, and so it was pretty easy. I mean, 0 plus 0 equals 0 together. I don't know, but it was pretty easy to kind of put it together. And so it wasn't like now. If I met somebody right now, would I jump into a joint bank account I feel like I do pretty well for myself. Would I jump into a joint bank account situation with somebody I met today? I don't know. I don't know if I would. But at that time, it just made sense for us.
And I feel like I've had this discussion since we've been married with a few of our friends who are in relationships, and we've actually converted a couple of them from separate bank accounts to having joint bank accounts. And my logic always have been to the males that in my circle that I converse with when it comes to joint accounts and stuff is the way I've always seen it is we already know how the both of us been for the most part. And I know she got her stuff that she like to buy. So if we got separate accounts, am I gonna make her wait to buy something that she wants to buy if she gonna buy it regardless? Like, why this didn't make sense for our money to be apart? Like, am I gonna watch her struggle? No, of course not. So if she need the money, I'm gonna give it to her. So it didn't matter if I got an account that got $3,000-$4,000 over here, and she got an account that got $200-$300 over here. If she bad off, she gonna get it anyway. So it might as well all funnel together. Now you do need to have parameters on that. When we first got together, any purchase over $200, we had to call the other person.
I think it was $100. Wayne had $200 just to be spending.
Oh shit! I think it was $200.
Wayne even had $200.
I think it was $200.
I think it was $100.
But I say $200. But regardless, we had a set number that we had that we could not spend in the account, like on something that one of the other person wanted, like shoes or makeup or hair or anything like that, without calling and conversing and consulting with the other person before we made that purchase.
And this was before we had like budget meetings and stuff like that. Now we sit down and we have budget meetings and we talk about what's coming up for the week. Well, and that's another goal that we have for 2019 that we kind of fell off of at the end of the year, but we will be revitalizing those this year as well, or next year. And we sit down now every Sunday and we talk about what's coming up for the week. What's our schedule like for the week? What we plan on spending? What bills do, like individual credit card bills that need to be paid? What's the money gonna look like at the end of the week? And we do kind of a mock budget every single week because we get paid every week, and that like helps us. That really, really helps us as far as just being on the same page with money also. And if it's a bigger purchase, like I'll call him and be like, hey, I'm at Nordstrom Rack right now. And this purse that I want or these shoes or something, this is going to cost like $300. Would you mind if I spend it? And it's not that we don't have the money or I don't have access to see the bank account, because I do. I could just go ahead and spend it. I know we have the money. And for the most part, I'm the one that kind of tallies up all the bills. So I know what money is in there and I know what money we have left over after bills. So I could just buy it. But I think it's just common courtesy to be like, hey,
that's a checks and balance.
I'm going to spend this.
So it's a checks and balance, because sometimes she doesn't call me and say, hey, I'm about to spend $200-$300, but she'll go to Target, she'll go to Nordstrom, she'll go to Sam's Club, and she'll go to Giant Eagle, and she'll go to the mall and tally up a nice little bill. But
that's not $300 in one stop, though. But you know what? I'll ask about it if it's strictly for me. But if it's like when I go to Target, most of the time stuff is not strictly for me.
No, I'm just saying it's a checks and balance. Like I
yeah.
check we both often check the accounts and like have conversations like, hey, look like we spent a little too much money this weekend on this, or we did this, or we shouldn't have done that, or
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Getting back to the original question, what was the original question?
How did we decide to have a joint account?
Yeah, how do we get
there? How do you get there if you're not there? How do you convince your partner?
If you're not married, first of all, if you're not married, I wouldn't do it. That's one thing. That's just my opinion. If you're not married, I wouldn't do it. Now, if you are married
or getting ready to be married,
yeah. If you are married, like you said, I don't know. I just feel like it depends on what stage in life you're in. At this point, I feel differently at 32 than I did at 24. What was I 24 then? 25. I feel differently at 32 than I did at 25.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. If I got divorced today, we got divorced today, and I'm not gonna get married next week. So the next person, if I ever married again, I would like to feel like I got trust with that person, so they're not gonna run off with my money.
I don't think they're gonna run off with it, but I think I don't know. I just don't know if I would. But at this stage in life, I feel like we built all of this together. Everything that we have, we built together. So ain't no sense of having separate accounts. It just don't make sense to us. So that's kind of our, I guess.
Yeah, unless you like, if you like Michael Jordan, you got millions, then no, it don't make sense to merge accounts. But if y'all both decent and then two decents make good, so I bring it together. That's how I feel. So,
joint account for household expenses and individuals. I know a lot of people who do that. They do. One of my friends have that, and they have the joint account, and it like all the kids stuff comes out of there, the bills and stuff like that, and then they have their individual spending money. But I just don't like. I feel like it's all spending money. Like what when he get paid, I get paid. I get paid every week, even though some of the weeks they his paycheck. I get paid every week. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no like, yeah, I get paid every week. As long as the bill's paid and we got money in the savings account that we putting away. I mean, my kind of philosophy is just like spend what you want. Like obviously we try to keep it a little tighter because we have goals, but
I keep it a little tighter.
Whatever. My thing is just kind of like, I mean, I don't care what you buy. Like I don't care what he buys. It is what it is.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. That's why a separate account is also needed. Why? Because one person spends more? Is that why you're saying? Oh, it does. When you have, I feel like when you have money problems, and that's not to say that you have to have money in order to have these conversations, because these are conversations that we probably should have been having when we didn't have as much money. But I feel like once we kind of got on the same page with money, I almost feel like it did help communication in other areas. Like having money issues is stressful.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a stressful situation to be in, especially if you're like a new couple. It's a stressful situation to be in to not know how you about to make rent this month or something. So even if you are in a tight situation, being able to have conversations about that and everybody on the same page, I think is very helpful.
Yeah, like I said, like she said earlier, I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Is our situation, I don't want to say is unique, I guess. I don't think it is though. Everything that our money being tied together just makes sense for the fact that we have everything to gain and to lose with each other. Like my name is on, both of our names is on the cars, both of our names is on the house, both of our names is on their savings accounts, both of our names is on anything that got to do with asset is got both of our names on. There's not one thing that either we consider an asset that one person's name is on.
You put your name on these student loans too?
Yeah, no.
Stuff, in our bedroom.
Yes, clean up everything.
Yeah, but
those are all the little pieces that goes in your new house, your playhouse.
Yeah, but do we gotta clean up those little toys?
Yes,
everything. Those are the ones that goes in your little playhouse.
You need to clean up everything. Get the whole.
Look at her. She looks stressed.
Well, you shouldn't have made the mess then. Don't dump it out then.
I didn't even dump it.
Just put it away. Put your Barbie dolls away. Put your Ryan stuff inside the Ryan chest, and put the toys from the dollhouse into the dollhouse. Thank you.
She looks so stressed out. Got the kids upstairs cleaning.
No, I'm not putting my nose on none of them student loans. So.
My brother, him and his wife had a joint account household. When they got their tax refund, it would be divided 3 ways for her, him, and the household.
See, that's the thing. Like,
it's all household.
I feel like that's what.
If I go into debt, we in debt.
That's what goes.
Period.
That's what make our relationship a little unique. She can talk all she want about spending. I understand that she likes to buy things, so that's how I guess that is the mantra to break down. I understand that she like to buy things. So if we came into $9,000, I'm like, oh, we're gonna spend $3,000 on a house. You take 3, I take 3. My 3 gonna be sitting for a while. Her 3, on the other hand, probably gonna be going a little quicker. So if she got something she want, I'm gonna be like, get it anyway. So that's kind of how I.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. If we happen to if something happens and we come into some money for some reason, then we go, okay, this is how much we're putting into savings. If we need to pay something.
It just made me think about what we got that check for or what's the name? And I made. She got
Or
so
escrow check.
escrow. She got so mad. We got an escrow check.
That was
last
money
year.
from Jesus.
She got an
took
escrow check. We got an escrow check last year for our house, and she was like, "Oh, we got this amount of money," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, we about to put like 75% that in the savings account," and she was so pissed.
That was money from the Lord, and He took it from me. That was my blessing, and He blocked it. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, yes. So we say, like, if we do get a portion of the money, we sit down and we talk about how much we want to put into the savings account. If we have something that immediately needs to be paid off or that we want to pay off, we'll talk about how much is going towards that. And then the rest of it will go into our regular checking account, and then it's in the checking account with all the other money, and we spend it as needed. So that's kind of how we do things, and it works for us. We rarely have issues with money now, and so it works for us, you know. And that's not to say that it's gonna work for everybody. Everybody has a different way of doing their money. Some people like to have separate accounts. Hey, if that works for you. Whatever keeps the arguments down in your household, keeps your bills paid, you do it. And that's that. Hey, Danielle.
Okay. You can't have it. Yeah. No names on student loans. That's not happening.
Don't want him to know how much you spend on pantyhose. You know what? I got over that. I get to that. You know what? Sometimes it's like if I do buy something that I know I just really shouldn't have bought, and I don't feel like hearing his mouth, then that's how I get in trouble.
She got in trouble. She got in trouble last year because I
put it on credit card because I'm like, okay, well, he ain't gonna see this. That's like, and it's not like we don't have the money. That's my problem. We got the money sitting there, but I don't want him to see it because I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with it, so I put it on the credit card, and that's where I get in trouble.
That's where you got in trouble last year. Complete transparency. CC got one of the reasons we had to switch our goals up last year is because CC got called to the carpet because in February she told me we had paid off her credit cards, and she had told me, I'm done with credit cards. I'm not spending any more money on credit cards.
I'm for real though.
And then it was, I don't know what it was. She, in like the summer months, she was just getting like way too many packages, and then the money wasn't coming out of her checking account. And I just was like, this is not adding up. Something ain't right here. And her credit card bill came in the mail, and it was like the Lord was telling me, I never opened her mail.
That's a federal offense.
I never open her mail ever.
That's a federal offense.
She opens my mail all the time, like literally all the time. I never open her mail. I seen this credit card bill, and it was like, God told me to open this credit card bill.
God ain't told you that.
He did.
To invade my privacy.
And I opened that credit card bill, and needless to say, I was pretty pissed with my wife.
Let me go to my fruit. God ain't told you to invade my privacy. I was
pretty pissed with my wife. So we had to sit down, and I was like, look, you know, if you need to hide it, you don't need it. You shouldn't be buying it if you need to hide it. And if we're going to get this money right again, you need to be honest with me at all times about this stuff.
So, yeah, that's that.
So,
on the same page, it's all household.
So the next topic was, let me see what.
But I know that's what I was trying to tell him.
You on the same
I need
paper?
to buy that stuff.
The way Mark thinks is exactly how Khalif. Listen, when we need to spend money, we can't help it. Help us feel better. No, I don't get with that logic. Mark is your blessings. My girlfriend is currently going on 10 weeks pregnant and has been really standoffish in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, I can't even get a kiss from her when I get home from work. I get straight cheek. And then she made a comment when I went for a goodbye kiss leaving for work last night. She said she doesn't like that anymore and gave me cheek again. Is this normal during pregnancy? Will we ever be intimate again? Back to intimate.
You want to answer that?
I would say the first 3 months
there wasn't any privacy in marriage, except for when it comes to my credit card bills.
Yeah. Thought there wasn't any privacy in this marriage. Oh, in a marriage.
Only when it comes to my credit card bills.
Yeah, I missed the whole fruit.
I know I did.
I will say
Keep going.
the first 3 months of all three of our children that we've had together, including this one, she is tired. I think I made a comment to her last night, like because we got that question last night. I was like, yeah, I can't remember. I think the last time she had kissed me before I asked for a kiss last night was like Christmas morning, and before that, I couldn't remember. It's not that I don't think it's a standoffish thing, because I even made a comment, I think about a week ago, where we had to have a conversation where we was like, we need to kiss each other coming and going, because we weren't giving each other kisses anymore. Yeah, I don't look at that as like I don't know. That's just kind of her. I can't speak for all pregnancies, and because all women are different on pregnancy. But with her is definitely the intimacy. It does take a hit. Like I said, the first 3 months is draining. The next 3 months are a little better, and then the final 3 months, I don't know about this last kid here. We haven't got to the last 3 months with him, but for the first two, I pretty much slept in the living room like the last month and a half of both the last two pregnancies. So I don't want to burst your bubble and make you feel any way, but it will get better after the baby. I'll say that.
It's just draining. Like, it's just hard. It's a hard, was it 9-10 months? It's just a hard, especially in the first 3 months, you're sick. And like, you just don't want to be bothered. You're just sick and irritated. And yeah, you just don't want to be bothered. And so after that, like, I felt like I was getting my energy back. Like these last 3 months or 2.5 months, I felt like I was getting my energy back. And I have gotten some energy back, but it's just to the point where I need to I never take naps. And because I'm always like, especially on Sundays, I hate taking naps on Sundays because I feel like it just takes away from all the work I have to do, from the filming, from the editing, from the cleaning, all that stuff. I feel like it just takes away from the time. So I never take naps on Sundays. And I have to take a nap like every single Sunday now. And I'm drained. I'm tired. I got leg cramps and I just don't want to be bothered. And it's not that I wouldn't like to, I wouldn't like to hang out with him, or I wouldn't like to have sex or whatever. I just don't want to. I'm tired. I just don't want to.
The way I look at it, to try to get my mind around it, is to be supportive. You don't know what it's like to be pregnant. You don't know what it's like to have another person growing inside your belly, or the issues that come with that. So I try to be supportive and try to be as understanding as possible. So yeah, that's basically how I get through 9 months. It's a hard 9 months. At least mine is. I can't speak for all men, but all three of these pregnancies, it's a rough 9. It's basically a rough year. It's a year. It's a long year, and that's what comes with the ups and downs of marriage and the pitfalls of strengthening your relationship, because it's a hard time as far as intimacy goes. Obviously, we are still a great couple. We love each other, but as far as intimacy goes, it is rough to be pregnant when they're pregnant.
Yeah, I on that.
Being pregnant with a boy is harder. Hormones play a big part, which we cannot control.
It feels the same to me. It don't feel harder or easier. It feels the same to me. I mean, I don't know. That Ryan ain't cleaning up nothing.
I bet you shouldn't. I would agree. Mariah, are you cleaning up?
No. She don't even lie. She don't even lie. Right, you clean up? No.
All right, I got 2 more questions. So, I am single and often get asked why I'm single. Literally cannot imagine being with people I have dated long term, but maybe I'm just not seeing it. So the question is, how did you both know that the relationship was long-term potential? Did either person have to convince the other person that it would work? Ooh, that's a big question. Say what? Did I? No, I pretty much knew that CC was a potential wife, kind of from the word go. Did I act as if I thought she was gonna be my wife from the word go? No. I think we've never even talked about this, but I think she saw me as her husband and fought for me to be her husband way more than I fought for her to be my wife in the beginning.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's all that's it.
I
thought you would say one.
No, I mean, yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like that's a big question. Like, I can't tell you how to see what to see in another person to make them, to make you know that it's a long-term potential person.
I think it also depends. I keep saying this, but I think it depends on your stage in life too, like how you see people as well. Because I feel like at this stage in life, I would have so much less patience with somebody. Like I just don't. I don't have the time. Like at the beginning of our relationship, like at the very beginning of our relationship, he was still dealing with other people. I didn't know. And so we had issues. Like I was going through phones. I ain't doing that today. Like I'm just not doing it. And so I'm not doing it. And so it's just, I feel like it's your stage at your whatever stage in life you're in. I think that kind of determines too what I guess what you'll put up with. Like I don't have the patience for that at all right now. I don't have the patience for a lot of stuff.
I feel like depending on kind of to harp on that, to piggyback that, I should say, I guess that would also come with conversation. I think I always go back to, if y'all watch any of my Confessions of a Married Man videos, I always end pretty much everyone with the fact that communication is the key. Not just communication, but an understanding. Like both people need to understand where the other person is coming from. So I feel like at this point, if I was dating, I would put it out there like, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship. Like after we got to that point where it felt like, you know, this might be a person that I like, or I potentially want to see what more is out there, I would be upfront like, hey, this is what I'm looking for out of a relationship. This is what I'm looking to get. This is what I'm looking to move forward. And I feel like if that person ain't willing to give you that, you need to, life is short. You got to move on.
I also think you need to watch your list too. Like, don't have no crazy list. Don't lower your standards. Like, if there's deal breakers in there, there's deal breakers in there. But don't have no crazy list either. Like, he gotta be 6'3" and have $100,000 in the bank and be making $1 million a year. Like, I think you gotta loosen some standards. But just, I don't know. What am I trying to say? You gotta loosen some standards, but you also gotta know your deal breakers and what you are and are not willing to accept, and don't accept those things for anybody. And I feel like when somebody comes along who's long-term potential, you'll know it. If you have to force it, if you have to be like, I don't know, if you have to force it, because you shouldn't have to force that. I feel like you would know that like right off the bat. Or close to it, not right off the bat. But
being honest, we ain't dated in 12 years. So almost 12 years. So
I haven't. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Whatever. Being dated in a long time. So from what I hear out there though, and the stuff, you just gotta know. Like I said, we were at the stage in our life. I'm being transparent here. I'm thankful that she overlooked some of my flaws and my missteps and my screw ups in the beginning of our relationship, to the point that I was able to get to manifest into the husband that I am today. Honestly, I literally was talking to my boy about this when I was getting my hair cut a couple weeks. I remember making an egregious mistake, and I remember saying like, "You better get your shit together, or this one is gonna walk out your life, and you're gonna lose the one." And ever since then, I've been on the straight and narrow.
It wasn't a mistake though, because you did it on purpose. But
I didn't say no mistake.
You said you made a mistake. It wasn't no
Egregious.
mistake.
I said I made an egregious error. That's what I said.
You said mistake.
I said error.
Did he say mistake or error? We do this all the time. He just swear he be right. You said mistake.
Whatever. Mistake, error, all the same thing. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. So.
But yeah, this was all in the beginning of our relationship, and I mean, I feel like both of us were young, like, and it just, I don't know. Somehow we made it here, so it's been good. Mistake. Thank you.
Whatever.
Watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Portia's man. Yeah, I think he's a slime bag. One. I think it's terrible to cheat on somebody while they're pregnant. I think that is awful.
Postpartum depression.
As much as I don't love, especially if you try to blame, I didn't watch this week's episode yet, but especially if you want to try to blame it on because I was less affectionate because I was depressed postpartum. Like, if that was the reason, you should just kept that to yourself. Because now I'm even more angry. Like, are you kidding me?
So he cheated because she was depressed?
Because she was less affectionate because she had postpartum depression. And that's what he told. They were at the counselor. And
what did they do to get? What was they doing to get through that?
Relationship together. Counselor. They're going through counseling, but.
Oh, I'm talking about like even
her depression. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like you should. I don't know. That's another thing. Should be. I remember you was a little sad after Raya. I don't know if it got to the point of postpartum depression, but you were sad. I mean, you gotta.
It's just an adjustment period, and I think after Raya, it was just a lot because I had a newborn and a 13-month-old that I'm trying to figure out what to do with.
Like, and I feel like I was there. Like, we're gonna figure this out together.
Yeah, it was just a lot. But yeah, so I think he's a slime bag, and he was probably cheating on her before. Candy tried to warn her. He had all them girls tattooed on her. Portia ain't want to listen.
All right, I don't know anything about what you guys talking about. So,
hormones change in the body, all that can affect a marriage, and the couple need to communicate and support each other. Agreed. That's the thing with pregnancy. You just have no idea what's going on with your body. Like, you don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up and be ready to swing on somebody. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up happy. I just don't know. Like, I don't know, and I can't control it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess our thing now is I actually go to sleep before her, so I don't even it's weird as far as intimacy stuff goes. I'm not looking for it, and I'm just understanding of where we are, if that makes any sense. So I was the same way. My husband was understanding, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. Yeah, I feel like that with her. I feel like she appreciates that I try to give her space and understand that I don't know what it's like to be pregnant. That's all I keep coming back to. I don't know what it's like to be pregnant. So I can't tell you how to feel and how you feeling because I can see if it was like you was dealing with a cold or something like that. I'm like, I'll suck that shit up. But I don't know what it's like to be pregnant or to have a baby or to not be able to see my feet when I go to take a shower or to see your body changing. It's not like you sitting there eating and consuming a bunch of stuff. It's you got a person growing inside you. So that's just like, who am I to say anything about how you should feel or how you should act towards me?
He ain't no man. Yeah, Dennis is a dirtbag. Being pregnant just comes with so many unexplainable things. Agreed.
Being pregnant just comes with so many unexplained things.
They had issues before she was pregnant, so I think it was unrealistic pregnancy would change person. They was only together. That was another thing, though. They was only together for 5 months before she got pregnant. So you don't know that person. Like, she was like thirsty for a ring and thirsty for all of that stuff. And I'm like, they had only been together literally for 5 months when she said she was pregnant. So I mean, you don't know somebody after 5 months. You may think you do. Like, oh, it's so great after 5 months. It has to be, like everybody always says, of course it was good in the beginning. You wouldn't have stuck around to the end if it wasn't good in the beginning. Most people wouldn't, at least. Like, if you cheating on me the first day and I find out, like, I feel it's easy for me to go like this. Like, so I don't understand. Like I said, they were only together for 5 months and she got pregnant. So, and she was already thirsty for a baby and all of that. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about.
Portia and Dennis?
Is Portia the one who's dating Cordell?
Yes.
Okay, so I know who she is because of Cordell Stewart.
Know yourself first, then you could better choose your mate with some goals. That's another thing
Yep.
too, and I think that's that also contributes to a lot of relationship downfalls because you don't know yourself. Like when we got together, I was only 21 years old. I didn't know, like I was still in college. I didn't really know what I wanted in a relationship. I wasn't really looking for a
You
relationship.
didn't know what you want. Well, I mean, I'm only 25. So you don't know what you want out of life at that kind of like. You look back, and we talk about that stuff all the time. It's just like I said this to her. It's like your 20s is like playing a video game where you didn't read the directions. You just kind of trying to figure this shit out.
It's hard to be with somebody when they don't know what they looking for. You don't know what you're looking for. But I feel like we're so, especially women, when you get in your 20s, that's all everybody asks you. So when you getting married? When you having kids? When you doing this? When you doing that? When you hit about 20, probably 4 or 5, that's when those questions start coming. So I feel like sometimes it's also like a pressure thing too, because you're with this person and you're trying to make it work because you feel like your clock is somehow ticking on marriage and kids and all of that. And so now you accepting stuff that you probably wouldn't accept, or this person just isn't right for you. And you kind of know that, but you don't want to let it go because you feel like y'all already been in a relationship for 3 years and you done wasted so much time because you feel like you old for some reason at 25, and now you got to date again, meet somebody, and the whole thing starts over.
I think now, especially me, if I was to, that's why I said I would sit down with those questions. I feel like a lot of people that I know who date, I think we talk about this all the time too. Like I see girls all the time. It's like 1 month they in love, like 3 months they in love with a guy, and then like 2 weeks later it's another guy they madly in love with, and that's for like 6 months. And it's like, if you just jumping from relationship to relationship, when do you get a chance to know what you want out of a relationship if you always in a relationship? You never even get to sit down and be like, this is what I want out of a relationship, because you're always in one.
Yeah, that's true too. So I feel like it's a lot of factors that kind of go into that, but you just gotta, you got to know what you want first and foremost, and what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. What are deal breakers and what are not deal breakers for you, and then go from there.
I think we have one more question, then we can see what everybody's talking about, and we can wrap this up. So,
is it mangoes or pineapple?
See what my cousin's talking about. Me and my husband of 5 years are trying to figure out where do we go next in our marriage and how do we make it stronger. Any advice?
I don't know. I don't know why y'all be asking us for advice. We don't know. We don't be knowing them. No.
We just talked about we got to get one of the things we was doing this year and thought was good and we need to get back to was our relationship one-on-one things.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Where we sat down every other week. We talked about maybe something that happened in the week where maybe I bit my tongue. She pissed me off with something she said. Maybe I bit my tongue at the time, and we brought it up on Sunday. Like, hey, when you said this, that really made me mad. Or when you did this, that really ticked me off. And I didn't want to say anything at the time because I didn't want to start an argument, but I want to talk about it. And you kind of have those conversations on an even ground where you're not in the moment and you're not so upset. Also did each person was responsible for, we alternated every other week. Each person was responsible for bringing together, like coming up with a workshop or something for us to work on. Like,
and it didn't have to be long. It was only like 30 minutes
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
If that long sometimes. It might have been shorter, but it didn't have to be a long, like take a lot of time. You feel like doing stuff like this might take a lot of time. We had it scheduled in our phones, and it would come up, and every other week, like you said, one of us would have to pick out something. We would talk about any issues that we have. If we didn't have any issues, great. If we did, we would talk those out, and then we would have some sort of exercise or game that we would do, like communication or whatever. It was just some sort of exercise that we would find. And it could be about anything that maybe we feel like we need to work on, or just something that we think will be helpful within our relationship, and we would do it. And again, it wouldn't take long, and we would do that every other Sunday. So, do we have our budget meetings every week or every other week? I think we had them every other budget every other week.
It was a budget every other week. Relationship, budget, relationship, budget, relationship, budget, relationship.
So every Sunday we would come together to do something. And again, it didn't have to be long. It didn't have to be 2 hours long.
It could be if we wanted to be.
If we wanted it to be, yeah. But sometimes, I mean, we have 3 kids, another one on the way. We don't have to. Let's be honest, we're not gonna have 2 hours all the time to sit down and do that. So I think it was nice because it's kind of those quick check-ins, and we're able to do that and still continue the rest of the night. And anything else I got to do on Sunday to get ready for the work week on Monday, I'm still able to do that. But we can still check in with each other and have that connection time.
Mistake. Yeah. Oh wait, you have to know yourself first. Yeah. Mistake. Okay, I said mistake. And Mark, that's the maturity
Max, you was wrong.
Men need to have to accept the changes while their wife is pregnant. Yeah. I actually literally said this to her just last night, I think. Our second baby, I call her everybody know Raya wasn't planned. But she came and we love her to death. Couldn't see life without Mariah. But neither one of us was ready for Raya. We had just had Morgan. And I wasn't mean, but I wasn't there like I was for Morgan, that second baby. There's a lot going on in our relationship. Money wasn't right. Our relationship was, we were trying to get back right after just having a baby. Because Morgan was, the last 3 months of Morgan was really, really tough. And I wasn't there for her. I've said that to her. I was there. I would go to doctor visits. I always make sure she's good as far as like, you need me to go to the store, you need me to get anything, you need me to pick anything up for you. But I was emotionally unattached that second baby. I was kind of like sat downstairs, played the game. I kind of do the same thing now, but I check in. I come up, rubber belly. I'm not rubbing feet, haven't rubbed feet. She ain't asked me to, but she said I need to ask.
You can do it without me asking.
But I come and check on her, rubber belly, ask them, talked about the baby moving, how she feeling today, how she sleep. I always ask her how she sleep. But I'm just trying to be more emotionally there for her this last go around, just to make sure she feels as comfortable as possible. It's not a lot that I can do to make her comfortable. I already give her like most of the bed and 3/4 of the blanket. So outside of that stuff, yeah, I try to give her as much as I can with that stuff. Where did you find the games or concepts? Just like Google, yeah, relationship topics or relationship builders, things like that.
I also have like some books and stuff too that I was reading, and so I would kind of incorporate some of the things that was said into that, or and make up something that maybe triggered me throughout the week. I would make up something and we would do it, even if it's just like, I think the one time it was just questions, like write down 5 questions you want to know about me, and we have to answer them super honestly. So not all like games, but just super easy stuff just to get conversation flowing. Because a lot of times when we running around crazy, like we don't sit down and have really great conversations all the time because we're running around crazy. With work and the kids, and we're talking about who need to take who to ballet and who need to go to soccer, who need to pick up what from the grocery store,
who dropping the kids off in the morning.
So it gets hard to really sit down and have that time. So it doesn't always have to be that we're meeting because there's an issue, but just being able to kind of sit down and have that time together was very helpful.
Just like being the thing kind of get ready to wrap it up. And then with this is it's kind of like, it's so easy to be, I'm a husband. Like my shirt say, husband, daddy, protector here. So I'm a husband. So I'm doing stuff around the house that needs to be done. I'm a dad, so I'm making sure that the kids get dropped off and picked up from places that they need to get picked up from. I'm going to the grocery store. So when we do these things that we was doing on Sunday, it's just nice to be a couple, like to be able to talk about stuff like we did when we first got together. Like those phone conversations you used to have lasted like 3-4 hours. Obviously, we can't have 3-4 hour phone conversations anymore. So now it's just nice to randomly talk about something like we might. I think one of the questions was like, things like, well, what makes you still attracted to me? Things like that, or what can I do to be more attractive to you? Stuff like that.
And I think, and I know if you have kids, it's harder to maybe meet for those things. So we would put the kids in the tub and then do it.
Or it was set for 9 o'clock.
Bed.
It was set for 9 o'clock because we would have a relationship 1-on-1 at like 9. It was like 9:15. And that was the kids' bedtime is 9. So we get them laid down and then we have our relationship 1-on-1.
Yeah, when they go to bed, or like I said, or we'll put them in the tub and talk, or while they upstairs just playing, we would try to, get some talk time, but we tried to make it uninterrupted time as much as we could. And again, I think those are really helpful. We just kind of fell off and then we never got back on. And so we're going to start that back up. So I think those are helpful.
Cece, have the oil ready for your feet so when he sees it, you already know.
That's what I'm going to do. Take a honeymoon every year. Yes. We discuss the good things and things we want to work on. We don't do that when we go out of town, and we should.
We do.
Do we?
We talk about I remember, speaking of that, I always say it was our manifest destination. We went to Florida about, 4.5 years ago?
And 15.
Yeah, we was broke as a joke. We were like broke. I think I had just lost my job. Well, not just lost my job, but I had lost my job.
It was like 6 months before.
Yeah.
5 or 6 months before.
After. No, it was after. That's
you lost your job 5 or 6 months before that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I had lost my job. We were living off of savings, and we were just
Ryan was 6 months old.
Yeah, we were sitting at her mom. We were sitting at a pool, and I remember looking at her and being like, "Look, our marriage ain't perfect, but we gonna get this shit turned around." And ever since that trip, we've always taken. It's funny enough, this is gonna be the first year coming up. We don't do a two-part getaway. We always got away in February, and then we get away for our anniversary. And we talk. That's what we go. And every trip, we talk about the stuff that's been rough and the stuff that we want to improve on, and what's been great, what we want to keep. So, yeah, we do that same thing.
And I don't think of, like, when we talk about taking trips, like we're real serious about our vacations, y'all. So we take, y'all know, we love our trips. And so we love our vacations, but don't feel like you got to go to Mexico or you got to go to Paris or something like that. If you just going out of town 2 hours away on a little road trip, that is fine for a weekend. Everybody don't have the means or the opportunity, if you have kids or whatever, to get away for a week or whatever. You don't have to do that. It can be small things. Like, I feel like when you see people doing things, they doing it big, and you like, man, I can't do that. We can't do that. Don't think like that either.
Man, one of my favorite getaways is Bellemere Suites. And that's a 2-hour trip, and we're gone for a day. And we come back from that relaxed and reconnected every single time we do that.
Yeah. So don't, like, I feel like you see people doing things, and you hear people doing things, you get discouraged sometimes, and you just like, man, we cannot do that. We can't. That's too much. We don't have the means to do that. You can do what you can do with what you have. Don't feel like you can't go somewhere with your partner, or like somebody just talked about a staycation. Staycations are great. That's
what we on right now. We ain't spending no money. We've been together for 8 days in this house, pretty much all 8 days. We ain't going nowhere. And it's been nice. We've been hanging out. We watched a whole show together.
Whoa, we finished You. Y'all got Netflix? Watch You on Netflix. We just finished season 2. It was good. We
watched it in 3 days. A whole season of a TV show in 3 days together.
It was so good.
Which was a conversation piece. We started more conversation. We had more conversation off of that. It ended whack. I hate the ending, but to me,
it was good, y'all.
I shouldn't say the ending was whack. I should say I'm mad at what's happening next. It pisses me off. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, like stuff like that. Like, we're on a staycation right now together. We're just getting things done around the house, hanging with the kids, and enjoying being around each other. We haven't been around each other this long since Cabo. Yeah.
Date. Yeah, we also do date nights a lot.
Yep.
We just did one 2 weeks ago. We went to a cooking class. I gotta get another one. It reminds me. My mother keeps talking about going.
Yeah,
So all three of us know.
We date all the time. We try to date each other fairly at least once a month. Go on a date, do something.
That's important.
Especially I'm gonna say not as much when she's pregnant because she's kind of like I don't know when she the mood that she might be in that day, but definitely when she's not pregnant, we date each other all the time.
Yeah, if it's only once a month, that's like light for us.
Yeah.
But now it's been like once a month, and we still like we went out last night. I was thinking my cooking class.
Yeah, we went to Boiler. Yeah, Boiler 65.
Yeah, so we always just try to get out together alone anytime we got some time. Somebody always trying to take these kids,
yeah,
so we be like, take her.
Yeah, we went out to dinner and we came home and finished watching the TV show, and we just laid in the bed.
Did laundry,
folded some laundry, and went to bed. Yeah, I mean that's a date for us.
That's another thing. Like date nights they can be easy, they can be cheap. You just gotta find the stuff that you like to do. Don't feel like you gotta do something extravagant for date night because you don't. You really don't. They're so much fun.
They are fun. He does a really good job of setting up the classes. We always try to pick a food that we think we're gonna like. So one of our things we've been doing is we actually been trying to eat different things. Like even today, we went to Olive Garden and we always get the same thing at Olive Garden. So literally every restaurant we've been going to lately, we're like, I'm gonna get something different. So today and the cooking classes make us try different things too.
Yeah.
So
they're a lot of fun.
Boiler 65 is awesome. This is like our second time, or third time.
Second, I think.
The Boiler 65 is good.
I think our waiter was high.
Yeah, I think our waiter was high.
I definitely think he was high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't make the food any less enjoyable.
The service wasn't that great, but.
And then the greeter was a little weird.
He was on the phone. I'm like, it was just so annoying.
But it was good. The food was good. Food was good. I think that's it. No more questions. Nope. No, I got nothing else to say. Oh, Ellis is just talking as well.
Oh, Cleveland? Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's it?
That's it.
All right, guys. I think we're going to let you go. We've taken up an hour and 17 minutes of your time. So I think we're going to let you guys go. This has been good. So if you guys have any other questions or anything that you want to ask us, I don't know. We'll try to maybe get on a regular schedule with these lives. Sometimes it just be hard, but we'll try to get on like a better schedule with these lives and do more of these to just chat with y'all because I like these a lot. Just to be able to interact with you guys in real time. So
be on the lookout for the vlog. Christmas, all of the month of December vlogs are coming. Should be flooding your timeline beginning of January. And I clean my closet. That video will be coming soon. If anybody's ever seen my closet, know it needed to be done.
And also our budget book video, that flip through will be coming soon as well. So we got a lot of good content coming up because Mark is gonna edit Sundays and Tuesdays.
I did not say
like
that.
He said.
I did not say that.
He'll edit for us on Sundays and Tuesdays. I'll get y'all together the rest of the week and we good.
I did not say that.
All right, y'all. So have a good rest of your night. Have a good week.
Happy New Year, because we probably won't go live again. We won't see you guys before the New Year. So Happy New Year.
Be safe.
Be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. If you're drinking, don't drive. All that good jazz.
We're gonna be right in the house with the baby.
We are having a intimate evening with our kids and some seafood and possibly a couple of friends.
Sparkling cider. Everyone's gonna have sparkling cider.
Except for me. I'm gonna have the real stuff.
You're supposed to be having sparkling cider with the rest.
I have some hot sparkling cider, but that won't be the only thing in my cup.
Whatever.
So
we're gonna get sparkling cider in little glasses for the kids, and we're
gonna have a great night. Like I said, some seafood, maybe a couple of friends. And that's gonna be it.
So we'll see you guys in 2020.
2020.
Bye.
Peace.
At church praying the new year in. That's how you start off, Stephanie. We went to church today. All right, see y'all.